So today we're going to be doing another Dark Souls run. I decided to do a farmer run. So with that, I'm going to be trying to use weapons that a farmer would only be able to use. So that includes the scythe and pitchfork. So we start in the undead asylum. Get out of there, strip down, basically naked, but I decided to keep pants on this front just because why not, and run away from the asylum demon. After that, we pick up our longsword, go talk to Oscar and grab our Estus flask and key, and then we hop down and fight the asylum demon. With the plunging attack and everything, it's quite the easy fight. Sadly, there was no way I could get any of the themed weapons without cheating, so I just bit the bullet. Then we go back, then we get to Firelink Shrine and we upgrade. Then we grab Homeward Bones and we head down into the catacombs. We do a little parkour in the catacombs and find our weapon, the scythe. Then we head down the elevator and start grabbing souls in Valley of the Drakes. And we also grab the Grass Crest Shield. We end up killing the Black Knight, which got us nothing, but it looked cool at least. And then we kill the Crystal Lizard, which actually did have a benefit. We got some Titanite from him. Then we go to Andre, and we level up our weapon a few times. And then we grab the bonfire right upstairs. After that, we grab the Firekeeper soul in the church. And head back down to Firelink Shrine. We reinforce our Estus flask. And go on to fight the gargoyles. It was a pretty easy fight. We have a high damage weapon. Only downside is the light attack is it doesn't have a very big range. It's not a nice sweepy motion like the swords in this game, but we still work with it. Also, I took a while to kill the first gargoyle, so this fight took far longer than I should have. Also, I hadn't played Dark Souls in a few weeks, so that may or may not be an excuse, but still. In the end, though, we take him down with, the amount of heals we had, and then also the, in all honesty, pretty absurd damage that we were dealing out with this dex weapon. 150 a hit is nothing to, look away from it. It's pretty good, especially 100 damage on a light. Then we ring the first bell of awakening, and then with the souls we got from beating the gargoyles, we buy some Titanite shards and upgrade our great scythe. Then we upgrade our dex a bit, because both weapons that we're going to use this run scale off a dex. And then get the Fap Ring. Then we head down into Blighttown. And once we get there, we grab the Sewer Bonfire. Grab a large Titanite shard, and then go into the Quelaag fight. Throughout all of my challenge runs, you guys kind of know how this fight goes. It's just getting up kind of near her legs, so rather than talking about Quelaag, I'm just going to kind of address some other things with the channel at the moment. I know newer viewers, it won't make much sense, but yeah. So school has started for me, so my uploads definitely won't be as consistent. I'll try to get Dark Souls challenge runs videos out as much as I can, but you know, I'm taking AP classes and things like that, so yeah. And then also that on top of sports, I just don't have as much time as I did in the summer, so I am sorry about that, but I do kind of have my priorities, you know. So there's gonna be that. So, and then on top of that, I also want to apologize for me taking, you know, basically a 2-week break, kind of out of nowhere. I mean, it really isn't that long, but I didn't even make a community post or anything, and you know, I'm just sorry about that because you know, I feel like we have a pretty nice community, so I don't want to kind of feel like I'm pushing anyone off, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure everyone kind of knows what's going on, and I didn't let anyone know that, so that's my bad. But yeah, you know, if you guys want to see more consistent uploads, a way for that to happen would definitely be giving me some recommendations. Definitely, that would help me so much. So if you guys have any recommendations, please throw them in the comment section for runs or videos or games or whatever. Just toss them in there, even if it seems crazy, stupid, whatever. Hey man, I might do it, so, and that would help me a ton, you know. So yeah, and then also, you know, Quelaag's a pretty easy fight. Just have to put that in there. So we took her down pretty easily with the scythe. After that, we rung the second bell of awakening, and then we said what's up to Quelaag's sister, took her Firekeeper soul, and her goofy ass henchman got a little bit angry at us, but we ran faster. Then we went and fought the good old ceaseless discharge. You know, just the classic ceaseless discharge kill. You gotta run away from him all the way back to his arena entrance, slap him a few times on that hand, and man, he'll fall over. So that's exactly what we did. Pretty good farming like spot type of thing. Early game, 40k souls. That's kind of crazy from Quelaag and ceaseless discharge. With that, we upgraded our vitality a pretty good amount, and then we dumped a bit more into dexterity just for, you know, obvious reasons, dex build. And then we did a good old skip to Lower Undead Burg. Well, we tried at least. And then we gave up on that idea and went to Sen's Fortress instead. Watch this lizard get clobbered by the boulder. And then got the little hidden bonfire right outside of Iron Golem. Grabbed the large soul and the large titanite, and then went into the fight. His fight wasn't really that bad, in all honesty, you know. I was expecting much worse from the big bad Iron Golem, especially since we weren't doing a big old strength build, you know. But I think it went a lot better than I thought it was gonna. We were able to hit his ankles, or not his ankles, more his Achilles, more than I thought we were gonna be able to with this attack, which I was definitely shocked by. I made a few mistakes during the fight. I'll say that much. You know, I was definitely goofing around a bit too much, but you know, eventually we get him wobbling, and you know, once we do that, the fight is over. We just gotta hit his you know, lower leg a few times on the opposite side, and boom, he'll go down. Pretty easy way to end the fight. And then we end up in Anor Londo, the best part of this game. We enforce our Estus flask, and we upgrade endurance and dexterity. Then we run across the awesome little roof of this area. It's pretty easy once you figure it out. These guys aren't as bad as they seem, honestly. And you can also do this sick parkour. Oh yeah, pretty sweet. And then we push the lever to make the elevator go down. Dodge the good old archer right here. And we grabbed the secret or hidden-ish bonfire for ONS.
Want to know how I got it? Actually, why don't I give you a demonstration? I think it's time for Jack to let her rip.
I know it's quite the shift in tone for the video, but I decided to try to up my editing, you know, and do this cool little compilation on the ONS with some sick ass Metal Gear Rising, you know, music. And dude, it was hype as hell. Look at this. We really went all Jack the Ripper on these hoes, man. Ornstein did not know what was fucking coming to him. You know, we might have been hit a few times, but hey, so be it, man. We still kind of ripped into their ass. Ornstein, look at that. Boom, perfectly dodged. Done. Easy fight. And then we went into smoke, and it was just me baiting out one attack, going in, and then hitting him. Pretty easy. I'm pretty sure we did smoke or super smoke hitless, because he's just so predictable. But I'll be honest, he's super predictable, super slow, and the fight could have been done, you know, twice as fast. I actually could have gone maybe even 2 hits per cycle here, but that's just how it is. You learn, you live. So yeah, pretty sweet fight, and yeah, that's how ONS went this run. The farmer comes out on top, man. Never forget it. Never forget it, man. He's a W farmer. And then we grab the Lord Vessel from Guinevere. And we continue to level up dexterity just for the damage. Because, man, you need it. Then we finally hit the lower Undead Berg skip. Correctly without killing ourselves this time, and we go fight the Capra Demon. It wasn't too difficult, in all honesty. Obviously it's an early game boss, so we just baited the dogs out. I mean, I say that and I'm at 1 HP, but yep, that's really what it came down to, doing 300 damage a hit. So it was just hitting him a few times. His attacks are very telegraphed, so it wasn't too bad. I even took the dogs out right there. And yeah, they gave us the key to the depths, which is pretty sweet. We grab the large ember because we are still at +5. And we get our Grey Scythe to +6. And then we get it all the way up to +8. Go back to Anorlando to get it up to +10. Pretty sweet. Then we go defeat the Hydra. And with that, this little golden icicle dude spawns, and the Dusk of Ulasil was stuck in him. So we save her, and she practically puts us on the route for DLC. Then we go fight Sif. Pretty easy fight, in all honesty. It was just me getting right in between his legs and smacking him, really. And that was it. Sif was quite easy. With those souls, we upgraded endurance and dex a bit. Then we placed the Lord Vessel. And then we you know, did a little bit of role playing as an egg, and Mother Bird picked us up and sent us back to the asylum, which was definitely, it was planned. It was planned. With that, we go and fight the Stray Demon. Pretty easy fight. It's like most of the other demons. You can just bait out butt slams. And, yep, pretty easy. We came here for the Titanite slab, which was a really good idea at the time. And then I just didn't use it. So, kind of went to waste, but whatever, man. It was pretty fun to fight the boss, I guess. We get our dex to 40, which is the soft cap in this game. And grab the broken pendant for the DLC. We enter the DLC here. Super cool cutscene. And then we go fight the Sanctuary Guardian. I mean, we do pretty good damage here. I won't lie. Actually, quite insane damage. But he can hit hard as well. He's pretty quick, a little bit unpredictable. So I did have my struggles, but we ended up taking him down, so we could get access to what I really wanted, which is not this bonfire, but it's also pretty sweet in its own sense. It was actually these enemies right here, which drop the plow, which is gonna be our semi-main weapon for this run, even though we're, you know, a good portion through the game already. But there we go, we got it. So with the plow, we immediately start upgrading it and get it all the way up to +5. And then we get it all the way up to +10 in the same like upgrade setting, which was pretty crazy. With that, we go back to the Duke's Archive and go up the elevator. Here we take the scripted death to Seath. Spawn back in the cell, get the bonfire, and then we killed the little lizard guy outside the door to get the key to escape. With that, we grab the giant door key and open the comically large, super slow opening door. Grab the little hidden bonfire, and then we go and fight Seath. He was pretty easy. All we had to do was make sure we didn't get caught in his giant old AoE attack, where he covers basically the whole arena in icicles, because it would have killed us. But yeah, we do pretty good damage with the plow, and by pretty good I mean just good. We did have a lightning pine resin on for a good amount of time in the fight, but it did wear off and I just didn't feel like reapplying. In all honesty, I got lazy. But yeah, this weapon is absurdly viable. That's the only way I can put it. It's pretty good. There are definitely better options out there, but I mean, hey, if you want to do a dex build in Dark Souls 1 and you don't want to do some, you know, basic option, go pick yourself up the plow, man. It's pretty fun. Do a little bit of farmer roleplay, man, whatever. So yeah, Seath went down to the farmer. That's what's up. After that, we go down into New Londo Ruins. There we kick down the shortcut ladder. Go talk to the dude in the red coat, and he gives us the key to the seal. And then we open up those big old doors to release all the water. After that, we grab the very large ember so we can continue our upgrade path. And I decided to go take out the Moonlight Butterfly because, why not, you know? It felt like the right thing to do. Took him out one cycle, which was pretty fun to do. Never done that before. Then we went and bought the Crest of Artorias because, you know what? Hey, Andre could be struggling as well. We got to support local businesses. And with that, we grabbed the stone armor set. Then we headed down into the Four Kings, which we used lightning pine resin again, and it wasn't too bad. We did quite good damage with the plow. Took down the Four Kings with relative ease, first try, which most bosses went down first try in this run, which was pretty cool. So, yeah, Four Kings down. Then we went and bought a ton of pine resin and some homeward bones from this merchant here, just because we had some extra souls on us. Went down to the catacombs and killed Pinwheel, which I didn't even edit this boss fight at all. No speed up, no clipping. It just was, yeah, it was just that fast. He's quite the pathetic boss, I will be honest. Then we got kicked down a hole by Patches and grabbed the skull lantern. Grabbed a little hidden bonfire near Nito. And went down his hole and prepared to fight him. Used some charcoal pine resin rather than lightning. And yeah, it went down pretty good. We were doing a little bit over 150 damage per hit, which was pretty nice. In all honesty, Nito did more damage to his troops than I did to them, which was absurdly convenient in my case. But yeah, Pitchfork, even without pine resin, is also still viable against Nito, which is pretty great. So there it is, our third Lord Soul down. Then we headed down into, we head down to hell and we had to go fight the Demon Fire Sage. Like I said earlier in this run, the demons are very similar to each other, so you can just kind of bait out one attack. And yeah, only one mistake I would say I did this whole fight was first I got hit by the little parasite guys, so our poor farmer got an infection. But also I used lightning pine resin rather than the charcoal, because weirdly enough, Demon Fire Sage is actually weak to fire. I don't know how that works, but he is, so the more you know for your next run. He is weak to fire. Then after that, we headed down to the Centipede Demon. Quite easy boss fight, but yeah, it was actually very easy. We just did 200 damage a hit. We put lightning pine resin on because I'm very certain that he is immune to fire since he's, standing on lava. And he just kept jumping in the air, which was not bad for us because it's very apparent when he's going to jump. He telegraphs it pretty well, so I took it. It was a easy boss fight overall, and it got us that orange charred ring that we need to progress. Grabbed the secret bonfire right outside of the Bed of Chaos, which we actually did not need because we did Bed of Chaos first try this run, which, like I said earlier, was a theme. Weirdly enough, we did almost every single boss first try, which was pretty cool. Even this part we did first try, no deaths, which is it was pretty awesome to do for one of the first runs coming back after about 2 weeks. So yeah, Bed of Chaos down, last Lord Soul. Then we head to the Lord Vessel and put all of the Lord Souls in. Pretty sweet looking animation, Mr. Farmer. And then we go and fight Gwen. I'll let the gameplay talk for itself, but I'm just gonna, quickly say thank you to all of you guys. I don't know when the last time I made a community post was, thanking everyone about the subs, but we're at 650 of the time of me recording this, which is craziness. I do believe that we will hit, 1,000 subs pretty soon, which is awesome. I just want to thank you guys for all the support, even the support I got on a non-Dark Souls video. Even though it wasn't as crazy as Dark Souls videos, I still saw you guys in the comments telling me how you enjoyed it and stuff. It was cool. It was awesome. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys. It's awesome to have such a nice community here, supporting me. So there it is. Gwyn, Lord of Cinder down, and that marks the completion of the farmer run. Be sure to tell me what you like, what you didn't like. Please feel free to like, subscribe, even dislike if you didn't like the video, and yeah, suggestions in the comments, and thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day.